Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's about my experience with supplemental feeding to keep my bees from starving to death over the winter. Oh my goodness, this was like the hardest thing for me to solve the solution. I was just searching for so many ways of trying to solve the problem. How do I do supplemental feedings and avoid the ants and spilling syrup and bees drowning? Oh my goodness. This video is a little long because I'm sharing with you everything that I went through to try to come up with a solution to keep my hives alive over the winter. You know, I'm promising myself and I'm promising the bees we're going to have plenty of food that's going to be year round next year, starting in the spring, so we won't have these problems. And I added this picture, which is kind of like a sneak preview of the solution that I came up with that seems to be working so far. But this was also, I think I love this picture. I think I'm going to have to like get this framed because that one bee is just so cute in the photograph. I love it. So bear with me. I hope you enjoy this vlog. I am learning so much about beekeeping, and thank you for being a supporter. Okay, so I tried to set up a feeding station for the bees, and it worked really good because this is kind of like winter. There's not a lot blooming, and I don't want my hives, because I do have 3 colonies that are like really weak. But as you could tell, the ants have taken over. I thought I got them good with the cinnamon, but I think they crawled up through the inside of the plastic container. So I've got an idea I hope will work. I saw it on YouTube, so let me give it a try. Okay, so to show you what I did, I basically got some bird feeders and hummingbird feeders. I had some from another project, and these two I just got from the store today. So what I did, I drilled the holes a little bit bigger, and if you don't put these container tops on too tight, it allows the water to come up to the level, the sugar water to come up to the level where the bees can feed. Because this feeder has just really been attacked like crazy with ants. So hopefully by using these hummingbird feeders, and I have them on stakes, I can probably put some vegetable oil up and down that stake and some cinnamon, and that should keep the ants out of the feed. So the only reason I'm giving them sugar water is because I've got a couple of hives, actually 3 hives, that really seem like they need a little bit of help. So I'm figuring everybody will get a little something, and I'll take this feeder away tomorrow if they're able to utilize these feeders. But I also got another type of feeder that I ordered online, so we'll see if that works as well. Okay, my goal is for them to be able to just put their head down in there and drink out of it. So this might work. They're not falling all the way in. I got to see what happens when the water level goes lower. Now this one, the holes might have been too big, so I see some of the bees are actually in there. And I hope they can get themselves out of there. And so we'll see how this one works. This one, they are not paying attention to at all. I don't know why they don't like that feeder. Okay, I saw somebody drinking off of this one. Oh, they flew away. That one, like I said, I think I might have made the holes. Oh, they got out, they got out, they got in and out. Okay, that could work. And yeah. Okay, this is the feeding station that I set up, and it seems like it's working with some of the bird waterers that I have, and with others it's not working so well. So I'm gonna just swap some of these things out and I'll show you what we have to work with. And I actually have to put some more water into one of these. I mean sugar water feeding into one of these. So just trying to, and the bees are very active. I'm glad that it's helping them to not starve to death. So these feeders are doing real good. I just need to refill them. These feeders, not so much, because, okay. See if I can show you this. This feeder, okay, this feeder didn't work so well because some of the bees got in it and got stuck. So I'm not gonna use this feeder anymore and I'm gonna let them out of here. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. And same thing with this feeder. A lot of the bees got stuck in there, so I'm not going to use this type of feeder. So yeah, this feeder wasn't the best to use because you can see a lot of the girls got stuck in there, so I'm going to let them out of there. You're free. There you go. There you go. Put some more sugar water in here. Enough for this one, enough for that one. And yeah, Unfortunately with these, well, that's gonna have to spill out. Get off. So, gotta close it back up. But at least in these, the bees aren't getting stuck. But I think I do need to make the openings a little larger so they can crawl in and crawl out without getting stuck in there or drowning. These little hooks are good, but okay, so apparently with this, we're always going to have this situation where some is going to get spilled. So still got to upgrade my feeder things. And yeah, it looks like they can get in and out and they're not drowning in here. So that's a good thing. Hey girls, good morning. Okay, should have put more sugar water in that one. Come on. Okay, that seems to work. So I'm probably going to get a few more of these. And oh my gosh, I hate to bother them, but I want to go ahead and fill this one all the way up. But I'll waste a lot of stuff, so no, I won't. I'll just deal with that tomorrow. Okay. Gonna put that there. Don't really know what to do with this. I'll just pour this here for now. And we're good to go. So. All right, so I think we got everything taken care of. So now we're gonna move away from this area and be good to go. Well, I saw this feeding station, which is really for baby chicks, and some people commented they had a good experience with it with bees, but you've either got to put little rocks or little sticks in there because otherwise the bees will drown because it just fills up too much. So, I really liked these at first, but things change, plans change, and I'll show you what happens. So now when you take a look, yep, the ants got up on the pole. So I'm gonna fix that right now. And this is empty, so I think I can take it and change it. Oh my goodness. I really wanted to love these feeders, but the girls loved it. The honeybees loved it. It was almost perfect, but you see here a lot of the girls, they're all over it. They were having a great time. But the water, the level of sugar water just ends up being too deep for them. So consequently, quite a few didn't, drowned. Point blank, that's like the easiest way to explain it. So once again, be careful what you read and watch on the internet. Do your own research and pick and choose what you think is going to be best for you and your bees, if that's, what you're into. Oh, okay. Here's where I tried with little floating sticks. Now, if you put little sticks or pebbles, it does work. It does work. It works really well. The bees don't drown because they got something to stand on. But that's like extra work that you're gonna have to do. Because when you turn this thing upside down to fill it, that means you're either taking out all the sticks or all the rocks. Maybe if I glued them into the bottom, but okay, don't want to use glue because like that's a chemical thing. But so I use these for a couple of days and they work really nicely, really well. But I just was not happy with the results that I was getting, and having to add little rocks or little sticks to it. So this has been an experience. This is my first fall season, feeding season, and trying to set up these feeding stations is like a challenge. But hey, I'm gonna figure it out by hook or by crook. Okay, so I must say, of all the bird waterers that I purchased, these are the best. It held a whole lot of the liquid, and no bees were drowned, and I didn't have to put anything extra in it. These are okay, but sometimes the bees do get stuck down in there, and they don't hold a lot. So not my favorite. This is definitely my favorite. So probably gonna order a few more of these and we'll take it from there. Okay, after a lot of trial and error, I think I finally, hopefully figured out this feeding station situation. And the reason why I'm having to do feeding stations is because it's fall, and then when I put the feeders directly onto the hives, we got ants like crazy, and it just became a constant battle. So my challenge was to figure out how to do supplemental feedings, make it easy on the bees, easy on me, avoid the ants, and keep my hives alive. That's basically it. So this is just kind of a picture of what I did, and eventually I will make a video showing you how to make this yourself. And this is just a DIY macrame mason jar that I figured it out quite by accident, but it seems to work. So I like the way this is working better. They can access the sugar water feeding. This was super easy to make, and I'll post a video on how I made it. But yeah, this may work better. And I've got oil, cooking vegetable oil on the stake, the pole that I have at the ground, and that seems to work. So now the bees can get to it without any problems and no one drowning, and it's secure. So ultimately, as you can tell, I did a lot of trial and error, and I can honestly say I am exhausted in trying to resolve this issue. I watched so many YouTube videos, I've read stuff, I asked my bee mentor, and I think for every bee yard or apiary or beekeeper, it's just becomes a situation that you have to resolve yourself. And my problem was ants, and then some of the feeders, ants getting into the sugar water, of course. Then the bees getting into the feeders and drowning. Oh my God, so many challenges. Oh, feeders that, I had to kind of, put sticks or rocks in, and that was like super challenging. So I just came up with this little DIY arts and crafts, because I remembered doing macrame or something in, grade school. And I thought, oh, if I could hang this upside down, because this is still using the same entrance feeders that I normally would. So once again, trying to reuse, recycle some of the items that I already have for the bees. And this seems to work really well. The only problem I had when I set it up, I only put out one, and they were just having a battle royale over it. So I actually got around to setting up some more. I think I put like 3, and I put them out in the bee yard, and it seems to work. You don't lose a lot of sugar syrup dripping from the bottom. The bees don't have to fight each other over it, and all seems to have worked out well. Oh, I love this picture. That is so cool. That I did that picture by accident, but I think it looks really nice. So thank you for watching, and I promise to keep you updated on the supplemental feeding. And thank you again so much for your support. Bye.